What's up? What it do? What it do? Man. Hey, Sweatco. What's up, Sweatco? Girl, what's been going on? What's been going on? Finally got a chance to get on here. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm here. What's up, boot? I ain't been doing nothing trying to maintain dealing with family issues and everything. Oh my God. And it's so close to the holidays. It's just a lot. I kind of hate the around the holidays because it seems like everything just go haywire. Everything just seems like it just gets out of freaking whack. But yeah, I'm just coming on to check in and check out. But it's been a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? It's been a whole bunch of lot of craziness going on. Just wanted to come on here and talk about a couple of little things or whatever, and probably get into a little bit of this politics stuff, um, with this Cash Patel and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a lot going on. Krishan got jumped in LA, but she handled them motherfuckers. She handled them motherfuckers. So also yesterday, Candace Owen and Erica Kirk, they had a conversation because I've been checking on watching that and stuff like that. They definitely had a conversation yesterday. Um, Basically, they was both satisfied, but Candace Owen still saying that she basically had her her beliefs of what happened to Charlie. She still believe it was a setup and stuff like that. So I mean, ain't nobody mad with that. That's her own opinion. But they did have a sit down yesterday. Um, what else is going on? What else is going on? It's just been so much. Have y'all been checking up on this story with Nikki Pop with the transgender young lady that unalived her I want to say she unalived the chef, but basically he would come over and do threesomes with them and stuff like that. And she was on live on Facebook for 5 hours with that man unalived on her floor, blood everywhere. She was bleeding. Oh man, it was very intense. It was good. It was like a movie. They had the SWAT team out there and all of that. I was going to go that route today, but yeah, I don't know. Only just know about what they said, but they gave her a $200,000 bond because basically she planned to unalive this man for basically 4 months. So what happened? The young guy, he was the chef, but anyway, her and her boyfriend, they had an open relationship because he had a family with kids and all of this stuff. So allegedly, they brought him over one day, and he had some poppers, which is some kind of drug that I'm not too fond of. But I know that they said you supposed to like inhale it. But anyway, Nikki Pop boyfriend drunk it. He consumed it. So she left out and went somewhere. I believe she said she went to the store or whatever. But when she came back, her boyfriend was unalived, and basically, the chef, he didn't really call no ambulance or nothing, and she felt like he let him basically, you know, come to his demise. Um, So he never got charged for it because they basically said they basically ruled it as a mistake, as a OD, so she felt as though he still should have got something because at the end of the day, he never called for help. So she felt as though that he should have got, charged or something, at least for leaving somebody that that is basically suffering or basically coming to their own demise. So he didn't. So 4 months later, she set him up and basically told him to come over and this, that, and the third. And she wound up slicing him up and leaving him on the floor. And then she had the nerve to put some covers on his face and called the police and basically told them, yeah, I killed the nigga, basically. I unalived the nigga and da 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 boo boo boo. And she said she wanted to go out like Queen Latifah on Set It Off because the negotiators was talking to her and they was like, we not going to do that and this, that, and the third. So she wanted them to basically unalive her. She said, I want to be unalive on my front porch and bang me up like y'all did Queen Latifah. But they wound up talking her out of the house after 4 hours, 5 hours actually. And she finally came out and surrendered. And just put it like this: her pictures that's on Facebook and stuff like that does not look like the same one that is on there. Oh my goodness! Oh yeah. I might do that story. I might, cause it's very interesting. It was deep. It was deep. It was deep. So, oh yeah, dang. Let's get on Teresa. So update with her. So Teresa came home about a week ago. She came home last Tuesday, um, and basically she went for evaluation. They basically said that she had bipolar. So she's trying to deal with that, but guess what she also said? She said if she have to, she will show her ass again. She will get naked and walk the streets of Chicago again if she have to. So at that point, it's like a premeditation because you already plan to do this again. But as of yesterday, it looks like she went on a trip. She was on a plane and all of that stuff. So she basically right now, I guess, long as she take her meds, she will be okay, you know. But it's still giving like some other stuff, you know, with 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 the meds. Like it's like cause I got this is another. I gotta bring y'all some stuff. See, I just wanted to get on here to check in today. Um, I don't really have no long live. You know, I just wanted to come and talk and, see how everybody doing. Guys, y'all, make sure y'all hit the likes because I miss you guys. I miss you guys. Yes. Thank you. But, yeah, so I basically just wanted to chime in for a little bit, come through, see what y'all was doing, how y'all been. It's good to see you, Sweat Co. It's good to see the other people that's on here. I don't know who on here. Y'all can check in if you want. But yeah, so basically this just was like a freestyle live because I really don't have too much of nothing prepared um to do a live. I just was coming on to just, you know what I mean, show face, make sure I ain't forget about none of y'all. But I do want to get into some politics for a little bit. Um What else? What else? What else been going on? What else been going on? Oh yeah, and then also too, y'all know they got some more pictures from the Epstein files. That they that's another one that I probably get into. But they allegedly saying that they have some pictures that have women in uncompromised situations. So they definitely can't show them. Yes, thank y'all for hitting the like button. So they definitely can't show them because they trying to protect. the women who basically been allegedly, you know, by Epstein. So, and then a lot of these pictures, Trump is in there, but that ain't really saying that he ain't do nothing. I don't know if they got some real pictures like with him basically doing stuff with some underage girls. And then y'all know the statute of limitation does not run out when it comes to SA. So we basically, what they showing is basically him chilling with Epstein. Like it ain't really like nothing that I seen would be damaging to Trump. So I don't know. That's just me. I didn't see nothing that was damaging, but he was still hanging with him after he said that he wasn't. So that's the one thing that he did say was a lie. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see nothing that was like real like damaging that would just basically make him just be like But it's still a lot. It's still a lot that we haven't seen. I wonder if 50 Cent gonna pick this one up. You know. So that's another little situation because Gene Deal was upset because they didn't use his material for the documentary, and he got all of this because he was Diddy's security at one point. So he's really upset because he felt as though he had the most damaging evidence, and then they didn't want to put it in there because the money that he was asking for, they didn't want to pay him. And y'all know who else is upset too? Our girl Jag. Jag is on fire because I guess the money she was asking too, because she claims she had evidence and different things too, um, but they didn't put her stuff in the story either. I mean, these people, I guess they was asking for millions of dollars, and they was like, wait a minute, hold up. So yeah, a lot of their stuff was not put in the documentary. So how many of y'all seen the documentary? I haven't seen it yet. Is it worth watching? Is it good? Do y'all believe some of the things that did he leave out a lot of stuff? Because I haven't seen it yet. Definitely, yeah. I don't really like Diddy to be even watching about Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to lie. Diddy was always a snake to me, even from the beginning. When he even came out before any of this alleged stuff came out, he just gave me snake. He always gave me snakeism. That's just how I felt about him. All the time, the whole time. Okay, there's a lot of missing parts. Right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I heard is a lot of missing parts. Stuff just like they just, I guess they just bundled up what they had and didn't want to come out pocket. I mean, but if you want millions of dollars for some video or some recording, because one picture Gene Deal had when they was at a party and he jacked Tupac up, and he said something like, we couldn't hear, but he jacked him up like on the wall. This was before Tupac's first shooting, allegedly, y'all. But on the tape, on the video, it had him basically like roughing him up on the wall, and he was saying something to him in his ear. Nobody knows what he was saying. So that was crazy. They only focus. They only focus Diddy. There are many guilty parties. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That part. That part. You know. But but is that I feel as though if you're gonna tell a story, just try to at least tell all of it. Don't leave a lot of stuff out because y'all know we heard stories about Diddy years and years and years and years. We don't really want to see the old stuff that everybody know. We want to see some new stuff. That's what I want to see. That's why I really didn't watch it because basically they were saying like half of the stuff we already knew or we already know or heard this and this that, and the third. It's just verifying it. But I want to hear some new stuff, some juicy stuff, like how the trial was. I want to hear some stuff like that, like some yeah, yes, tell the whole truth, not half of it, and then don't leave bits and pieces out because that's what's going to make the audience like. Because now we still wondering what the hell he happened. You know what I'm saying? Because we still not whole. Copy and paste, right? We still not whole. So it's still a lot of answers, I mean, questions that haven't been answered. So basically, again, he just basically told us the same stuff that we already know. We want to see some new shit, some new juice. Fuck the old juice. We don't want no stale milk. The fuck? We want to see that good stuff that nobody never like. Okay, if Gene Deal had more, but he did show like some shit about him and what you call him, and then he tried to break it down why they was really beefing and this and the third and blase blase boom. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that because he said it wasn't really about East Coast and West Coast. He broke it down, you know. So that is stuff that like we don't hear. We hear, oh, they was beefing about East Coast, West Coast, you know. But Gene broke it down. Hold on, y'all. Who's that? All right, hold on. All right, y'all back. Yeah. So we want to hear some good stuff, some new stuff. You know, not the same gibberish that we already heard before. We want to hear the new stuff. Now with Jag, we know she exaggerated a lot. You know, so you got to take her stuff with a grain of salt. Like you know, some of it is the truth, and some of it is extra add on. We already know that with her. So I'm not sure with Gene Deal how true his stuff is, but he did have like some pictures and they look like they was back in the day. But then we got this AI stuff now, and some stuff still be looking like real unless you really like do your whole comparison on it, and you know, y'all know. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably watch it this weekend if I feel like it. But like I said, I wasn't big on Diddy. Because I been knew he was corrupt. I been knew he was doing some shenanigans way back in the day. Then you got the guy from Day 26 coming out. He had a video. He showed the video where though he was sleeping. Diddy and uh what's the one that sued him? Cassie, Cassie Diddy and Dawn. They came down. I looked like he was like in the basement area or something in the room, and they came down and pulled the covers off of him, woke him up, and all of this stuff. And he woke up in the sweat. He looked like he was terrified to death. And they was like, "Come on, you okay? You okay?" Laughing and stuff like that wasn't cool because they saying before they woke him up that Diddy him. You know, so I guess, and then the way he was bored up under the cover, his whole heat was under there, like he was like fell asleep like a little kid, ashamed, like they did something bad or the boogeyman coming, and it was crazy, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not funny, but now that was I seeing, like I was like, oh my god, so whew, that was absolutely cringe. That was cringe. Yes, it was to me. Like it was just like, oh my god. Because mind you, he always said that things happened to him, but he never came out and literally was like, Diddy took his butt. But we do have, oh my god, we do have somebody literally Talking about Diddy took his butt. Ray J is out here wilding out. Wilding. Hold on for a minute. Put down. Yeah, so we got Ray J out here wilding. He took a lot of butts. Girl, yes, yeah, allegedly. But Ray J is out here just like, yeah, Diddy took my butt, and when I woke up, I felt strange. My poop poop just shot out my ass. Like Ray J, at one point he was against Diddy, and remember the Sons basically shook him down and bust his window of his car and all of this stuff. And after that, he um he kind of chilled, and now he coming a different route. Now he's saying Diddy him. So I wouldn't put it past Diddy. I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't trust that man at all. Never did. I knew he was a fucking fucked up person from before. You know how some people you can just feel the evilness, even when you like watching them on TV, you can just feel the devil on them. You could just and that's just the vibe that he always gave me. And I never liked it. He loved young butts. Yes, yes. And then I mean, I don't know. Ray J didn't get into how old he was when he believed or when he think this stuff happened. But that can probably show you like why Ray J is wilding out like he is. Cause you got Orlando Brown, he ain't never been the same. Justin Bieber, he ain't never been the same. Now you got Ray J. That's Brandy's brother, right? Sorry, no. But yeah, it's just getting insane. It's getting insane. Oh, he was young too. Yeah, Usher. I don't know. Usher got a month. He must got a good ass therapist because Usher seems like he's not phased at all. But all of these other ones um is going through the So I'm just, and then I hope his son don't basically follow behind his footsteps, because at the end of the day, that's not gonna be cool. Then this other lady came out saying that she was locked up with Diddy mother, and allegedly, y'all, the lady that he claims his mother is not his mother, is his aunt. Now we heard that before too, but this lady that's an older lady, she basically coming out and trying to say that basically that that is true, that Diddy real mother was locked up with her, and that that lady ain't his real mother. The one, what's her name? Forgot. Yeah, yeah, Brescia. Brescia messed up too. Yup. The little one from Empire. I loved him on that show. When I heard that, I was done. But allegedly, they said he was passed around, and Diddy wasn't the only one. Yeah, they said he was passed around, like Justin. Like, see how Justin was passed around? Ellen, like allegedly. But yeah, that boy from Empire, he ain't never gonna be the same either. And now he's openly um Yeah, he openly gay now. He don't even care no more. He's openly gay. And that's crazy because I thought the brother that was playing gay, I thought that he was really, gay, but he actually was married to that lady on there. Not Cookie, but the other one. What was her name? Bella Mother. I was like, wow, wow. He's married to the light skinned lady. I forget her name that was on the show. He's married to her. But it's crazy how he played the shit out that role. He played that role real good. And come to find out, Hakeem is the one that was, you know, so it's just a mess. But I guess, when them dollars, you know what I'm saying, they rolling in, you got to act accordingly. Shit, I play that part to her. But yeah, it's just amazing how, and none of them is coming out though. None of them is saying that Diddy did anything. Only one right now is Ray J. I don't know if Ray J clowning because, but I believe something happened there. Hey, Lammy, are you? I believe something there. I'm talking about the baby. I'm talking about the baby in the family. Yeah, Hakeem. But remember the other brother, the light skinned one, what was his name? He played um the gay one on the show. He played gay, but he's really not gay in real life. And Hakeem was the straight one. Remember, he got in his ass about being gay. And now in real life, Hakeem is the one that was, yeah, me. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Uh, but yeah, that's just some things that's been going on. Before I get in this Trump stuff, I just wanted to just talk about what been going on, for especially like on the YouTube scene and stuff like that. Because I've been doing a lot of watching. I haven't really been like on, dealing with family. Um, what the hell, limp wrist talk? We was talking about the one from Empire, but we also was talking about how Ray J coming out trying to say that Diddy him. So we don't know if that's true or not, but he playing with it like it ain't like I don't know. I guess that's his way of getting it off his chest because it seems like he funning with it. It don't seem like like most of the like the guy from Day 26. He's really hurt about the Diddy him. You know, Orlando Brown. He says it, and that's what Ray J is giving me like Orlando Brown at this point. Like he trying to be funny with it, but it's always truth in comedy. But yeah, I know Empire, but did he is nasty? Oh my god. Yeah, Empire was a show that was like it had a lot of young actors on there that basically got Diddy or allegedly was Diddy. At least one that we know that could have been passed around Hollywood, not just to Diddy, but allegedly I ain't getting into no names, but yeah, that's what was talking about, because yeah, we know Diddy nasty. We was even talking about him. Diddy been nasty from a long time ago, and Diddy probably got diddied, and he is dirty. Yeah, that's why I said he always had this aura about him that I just didn't like a shisty, and that's just what it was given. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't have a TV. uh-uh. Okay, let me. But no, it don't matter. But you have YouTube. You have YouTube. No, he didn't. He gonna say it's his teeth. But I believe Diddy probably was Diddy when he was young. Hurt people hurt people. And did y'all see the picture from when he was in jail? From when he in jail on the day going. I know y'all seen it, but I believe that that's AI. I don't believe that that's a real jail picture. No TV in 20 years. I mean, that's what's up because everything on YouTube for real now. YouTube is the new TV. YouTube, Netflix, people don't really. I don't watch TV myself, but I watch a lot of YouTube. Like he stole them from under the from. Ah, man, yeah, that AI is something else, man. AI be working wonders. All right, let's get a little bit into this video, this cash guy, because I was just showing this because these are politics that's supposed to be running out allegedly country or whatever they trying to turn it into. But I just want to show y'all they be beefing, like they be going at it. And it is just crazy to me because these people is supposed to be the government. These supposed to be like, what I'm saying, none of them is professional no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you would never seen this in when Biden was in there. Right, right. It's like nobody have a filter. New World Order. It's like nobody have a filter. I'd be like amazed of some of the stuff and how they be like arguing back and forth, and it's just shocks me because these are the people that's supposed to be handling everything that goes on in the world allegedly right now. Um, Something gonna happen. I don't know what, but something is definitely going to change. Biden, Biden was asleep at the wheel with an auto pen, and Donald Trump sleep too. He be sleep too. Talking, he calls sleepy Biden. He sleepy Trump at this point. He be sleep too. I was asleep for like a minute in one of the daggone meetings. I'm like, oh my goodness. Or unless he just trying to block everything out. But he was sitting there like with his eyes closed, like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I was like, this is crazy. Old people going wild. They all one and the same. And all liars. Everybody trying to cover themselves, cover their own ass. You don't even know. People walking out, people leaving, people is putting their recognition, like they getting the hell up out of there. Like it's really getting out of control. To me, it's amazing to even watch this going on because I have never seen no niggerish shit in my life. It's like some straight nigga shit. The fuck is really going on in politics? Like, where it's just it's out there. And they don't care at all. They do not care. It's going down. When it go down, Missy, it's going to get worse. I hope it don't. It can't get no more worse than what the hell it is. Come on, man. More worse. Lord have mercy. I just hope that I hope that they don't like we don't get into no beef with like Russia and stuff like that because yeah, they dropped some bombs over here. I mean, we got stuff. We got weapons of mass destruction. I get it, and this, that, and the third. But for real, it's gonna be really the people is gonna hurt behind this, not Trump and them, because they got places to go, underground tunnels and all of that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's going to be tough. All right, wait a minute. Let me see what you said. and a lot faster. Try Islam from within. All right, let's see what's going on. Now, this is the FBI director. I just want to play a little bit of this before I get up out of
in
here.
32 matches across the country without any significant significant incident, which we're proud of, and we're taking that model for the next World Cup and also the
This
Olympics.
lady
But
gonna
the reason
quit.
I bring that up is because we pushed out our counter UAS programs to address the security needs, and that's where our focus is on events like that.
Mr.
Senator
Director,
Kennedy.
thank you for your testimony. I look forward to working on actually solving criminal problems and reducing the extent to which what we're going back and forth about is more political and partisan point scoring and more actually solving crimes for the American people.
Yes, sir.
Senator Kennedy.
And let me order you. You said it's the new world order, but is we ready for it? Is we absolutely ready for the new world order? Is we ready for it? I don't think we ready, but we definitely gonna have to be ready because it's going down.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I said we definitely got to be ready because it's going down. It's definitely going
I
down.
mean,
Um,
it's it's bigger than a lot of things that we know about,
yeah,
and it's actually the things that we do know about.
uh huh,
If you know what I mean,
yeah, yeah.
it's about a greater good and evil.
And not only that, it seemed like we going back to um way back in the day when our presidents go and steal stuff from different countries, like take over, just like go over there and steal some more. Like why? Why? I mean, okay, we need it, but it's ways you do things. You just don't be like, all right, they got it over there. We gonna make it seem like, oh, they over here bombing us up because no, 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 no. Like, be honest. Like, it's a lot of things been covered up. Like 9/11, a whole lot. This ain't just started though. It's just like all up in our face right now because Trump don't give a fuck.
No, he's part of the whole plan.
Yeah, because back in the day, it was more secretive. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't.
To me, it was. I mean, I was way younger, but a lot of things that I'm privy to now wasn't when I was when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And see, now I got a bigger picture of a lot of things. Because it's just beyond like what they teach you allegedly in school and what you are taught to believe. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm saying it right.
Right, but like in the '60s when Reagan was in, what was he? He was a Democrat that became a Republican, and he was a senator, I believe, out in California, and he was talking about the New World Order and how everything was going to happen, and that those speeches are around,
Right, right.
and if you paid attention, and like I did, I looked into things, and basically what I was looking at in the '80s is going to happen is happening now,
Yeah. Yeah, I
and
mean, nothing
the
stayed the
the
same.
borders being open for the last 4 years, 8 years. We've got so many people in here that hate our country, that want to act out against us, and that are ready
And I never,
to do
I,
something. No,
yeah,
there's going to be something happening,
yeah, but
Christmas or
see,
New Year's, just like happened in Australia, just like's happening in the UK. It's going to happen here.
yeah, but I didn't understand but like everything is made by design, because I never really agreed with this border stuff. Look at what the
Right.
Somalians did. Look at what the Somalians did. They done stole all of this money. and now it's time for them to go. They fighting to stay. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all messed up your privileges to be over here. You know what
Right.
I'm
And,
saying?
and,
Like,
and, and it's these NGOs that are sending the money off to foreign states that want to act against us.
hmm
And, you know, are we going to get them out or are they going to fight?
and that's another thing because they feel as though a lot of them feel as though now they entitled to be over here. It's not even, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Like when you bring other people in, they can come in and infiltrate everything that's going on.
Yep.
They know how we live. They know what we do. They know how we work and all of that stuff. Like they shouldn't have been allowed in here. I don't believe that sanctuary states and all of that stuff. I don't believe none of that. So that was one thing that I didn't, and I didn't like about. I ain't gonna even say that. I'm not. I'm gonna just leave that alone because that's a whole different, whole nother conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna just play this a little bit more. Cause I ain't even gonna go there. Cause I was about to go there, and I don't want nobody to be like coming for me about the communities and stuff, and how they teaching this stuff in schools when it's crazy.
Mr. Director, um, you and the FBI working with state and local law enforcement officials in Utah have caught the assassin of Mr. Charlie Kirk. Is that right?
We have a suspect, yes, sir.
And you did that within 48 hours, did you not?
33 hours.
33 hours.
Yeah, BS.
Congratulations. We've had other political assassinations
Yeah. Um.
back in June.
Um.
An assassinated
Cause you came in late.
Representative
Let
Melissa
me
Hoffman,
say
Mr.
something about
Hoffman,
that.
Senator John Hoffman, and Mrs. Hoffman in Minnesota. You and the FBI and Minnesota state and local law enforcement officials
From December 1st, upon logging into World of Warships, you'll be able to choose one of 5 free Tier 9 warships. Lepanto, East.
caught.
So with the Charlie Kirk thing, the guy supposed to went to court today, right? What's his name? Shit. I don't know. I be having this shit written down. But anyway, the boy supposed to assassinated Charlie Kirk. They done set his trial to March of next year. And not only that, Candace Owens just had a talk with his wife because she was throwing out accusations, basically saying that the guy that they said who did it didn't do it and this that, and the third. So she had a sit down with her. They did a 4 hour sit down. So today she's saying that she really don't believe that he still did it, and not only that, they don't have legitimate proof that this man did it, but she's saying she gonna basically leave it alone because he did it. So I'm like, everybody is just like contradicting themselves. Like it's just confusing. Everything is confusing to me. My whole
Well,
thing is,
I could tell you why what happened and where the backup was. It was an anti-Israel thing because
mm,
it's you're talking about Israelis being inside their um, where it happened, and you know he didn't. Charlie wasn't really about Israel. He wasn't an anti-Semite. He just wasn't about Israel, the
right.
state, the country, and that's where a lot of it is lying right now.
And you know what was crazy too about the whole meeting that they did yesterday? Because Camden always she was like, I'm just so thankful that I got out of there alive and this and the third because they didn't want you couldn't record it, you couldn't nothing was recorded, so it's only like now is whatever she's saying happened, and then Erica is supposed to come out and say what happened to on her end about the meeting and this, that, and the third. But they had a lawyer there that basically it was just a mess. My whole thing is we kind of know what happened if you seen it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, and, I mean, to me, it was a setup, and that's just how I feel. Allegedly, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust none of these people. Period. At all. From a long time ago. I'm not a theorist or whatever. I'm not trying to be one of those kind of people, but I do have my own opinion about what the hell is happening. you know, but yeah, I don't have a lot of evidence, and I can't pinpoint, but I know when shit don't look right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we've been
Yeah, I mean,
in a we've been in a plan, you know, for what's going on, and we're in the middle of it, and
mm,
there's not much we can do about it.
it's
I don't
really
know
not.
anything we can do to stop what's been started.
Exactly. But a lot of people have to realize everybody got phones now with a camera on it. It's not that easy to cover up shit like back in the day because we ain't had phones with cameras and all of that
Right.
stuff.
You
Now everybody, people record, they have had to record you before they even call the police.
you know there's a
Like,
six G phone coming out,
oh, wow.
and you know what that's going to be able to do?
Well,
See through walls and
hell
see
no.
through you.
What?
Yep.
Oh, that phone gonna be expensive. Can you buy me one?
Um,
I'm fucking around, but no.
the
Are you
hell?
serious?
Um, all right. Well, let
So
me
it's not
tell
gonna. Now
let
it's
me
really.
tell you about the other thing, and let's see if you want me to buy you that. Um, the, Bill Gates, I think that's his name. The Microsoft idiot.
Not the Tesla dude.
No, Bill Gates. That's
Oh
not
yeah, Bill
not.
Gates was. Bill Gates was before Tesla. Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Gates has got this thing he's designed. It's a patch that will be inserted into your wrist with a bunch of little needles that will insert like nanobots into your wrist and make a QR code for your um,
Life.
what do you call it? Your vaccination passport.
Oh.
That's the new thing. It's going to
Oh.
have mRNA injections and everything in the microneedles and stuff.
But I thought that's another. So now it's like so good. They were saying like a lot of now we don't need these vaccinations and this that, and the third. What is really going on? It's like they say one thing and then they contradict themselves on something else. So
Why would you listen to a designer of an operating system to you know listen if you need a damn vaccination?
I ain't listening to nobody because I ain't getting none of those vaccinations that they had for the daggone Pluto or where was it?
Well,
COVID. I ain't getting none of that. I'm not getting none of that.
When they come up with this and they plan to do it in the next few years, you won't be able to travel, go to grocery stores, go uh, into any place or on any travel without your little
Having
wrist
it.
thing.
Yeah, without having it. So is that like the thing that's gonna have like your credit card and all of that stuff on it, and
Yep.
you can just do that like and you just scan it and it be like boop, and
Ev-
your purchase is already
Every
your
that's
ID, everything about
everything.
you. Yeah. Okay, so I heard about that. Yeah, but hopefully I'll be around to that come. You know, I'll be probably gone by then.
Two
Well, not
years.
around. I might be gone tomorrow. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, yeah, they already was been talking about a lot of that. But the thing is, that's gonna be mandatory because if you notice, like they slowly stopping mail. Everything now is basically electronic. You know, pay all your bills electronically. You know that. I mean, that'd be a good thing because you ain't got to carry your wallet or purse.
You know, eh, if they can turn off your electric, they can turn off your wallet.
Exactly. And that's another thing, because that's my thing too. I be telling people when, like, if somebody hacked the whole internet system and all of that stuff, and you know what I'm saying, and we be blocked out, what we gonna do then?
Who has the whole internet?
Huh?
Who has it?
Who? What you mean? Who has it?
The National Security Agency.
But this is what I'm saying. Once that goes off, once
They are watching everything we do. They're recording everything we do.
they could be, but they not watching
No,
real
they
time.
are. It's not they could. They are.
Half of these people. All right, let me let this finish playing. No, no, because you have to understand something too. A lot of people
Cash
have,
Patel's an idiot.
yeah, and Cash Patel then fired half of the FBI.
And half the FBI needed fired, but Cash Patel looks like he's on cocaine.
But I ain't even gonna go there. Stop it. I was thinking the same thing. But he be under pressure. But my thing is, who goes in there and fire? Like he fired 5,000 people. And
Yeah,
gonna say, "Oh, we didn't need this, we didn't need that." Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
they didn't need them. They didn't.
Shit.
They didn't need. They don't need most of what's in government.
I understand that, but a lot of these people now you fucked up because now most of the people that are left, you using them to do taking his girlfriend on private jets, and he got mad because they left her ass because that is not what they signed up to do. What the fuck? What is wrong with these people? They just having fun. They living their life like it's golden. You got the FBI babysitting your girlfriend. Are you serious? Yo in hot water about that too. Like this
Yeah.
is this what the like are y'all serious? Man, these
The
people
assassin
it's
within
crazy.
48 hours. Did you not?
I believe that timeline's correct, Senator.
Congratulations. Sometimes we we miss the forest for the trees. Good work. Did Mr. Kirk's assassin act alone?
As I've said since the beginning, Senator, it is very much an ongoing investigation, and I can't speak to the state charges. That's for the state to address on their own, but we are providing them with the same investigatory findings reporting the department. And as I noted to Senator, I believe it was Cornyn or Hawley, that there are a number of individuals that are currently being investigated and interrogated, and a number yet to be investigated and interrogated specific to that chat room. So we are very much
gotta fast
in
forward
our
to the
ongoing
juicy.
posture of investigation.
So others could have been involved.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I asked you this last time you were here. Cash, you remember Mr. Peter Struck and Ms. Lisa Page?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Struck was an FBI agent. Ms. Page was an FBI lawyer. They were both very aggressive anti-Trump political activists who allowed their political opinions to affect their work at the FBI. Is that a fair statement?
I believe their text messages and the testimony that was secured by the OIG and DOJ speak for themselves.
In fact, Mr. Struck and Ms. Page were having an extramarital affair, and at one point, Ms. Page texted Mr. Struck, quote, "Trump's not ever going to be president, right? Right?" And Mr. Struck replied, "No, he won't. We will stop it," end quote. Ms. Page resigned from the FBI. Mr. Struck was fired. They promptly sued the federal government and the FBI and Justice Department for releasing their emails, which revealed all of this. The FBI settled that lawsuit for $1.2 million, gave Mr. Struck $1.2 million cash, gave Ms. Page, who resigned. She wasn't fired, she resigned, she quit. Gave her $800,000. Who, if the FBI made that decision to give them money?
And why?
That settlement was reached in the Biden administration when my predecessor was the director.
Who?
The,
Are you saying that Chris Wray did?
the only people that can decide that settlement are the attorney general in conjunction with the director and the administration.
Okay, so you're telling me that Attorney General Garland and Director Wray decided to give them the money? Is
Yes,
that
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when you took over the FBI, did you find instances of where, under the Biden administration, the FBI had weaponized the agency to push the political beliefs of President Biden?
Sorry, the last part.
When you took over the FBI, did you find instances of where the Biden administration had politicized the FBI to prosecute its political agenda?
Well, I won't speak for other people. Haven't been a target of that weaponization, haven't been a staffer on the House Intelligence Committee, having had the Justice Department weaponized against me for making the findings and leading the investigation of Russiagate. I know what that feels like. And that's why as the FBI director, I'm committed to not ever have that ever happen again. But I'm also committed to fully investigating what was done. And that matter is still ongoing.
So I assume, I take it your answer is yes.
Yes, sir.
And you're firing those people, is that right?
Anyone that politicizes their job at the FBI will not work at the FBI.
So on that note, basically,
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it. First, go to Riverside.
he not gonna say it,
Okay.
but he fired mostly everybody that was against the Trump administration, or basically investigating the Trump and Epstein and what's that, Mar-a-Lago and all of that stuff. He got rid of all of them people. If anybody wasn't for Trump, and Trump is going to switch on him. Trump is going to turn the tables on him. But this is really what I wanted to get into. This lady.
Dude's a little weasel.
Yeah, and he sucking Trump dick. Like, all right, I know you have your job and this, that, and the third. But everybody is seeing through you at this time. You're being investigated, and he got another investigation with the lady, the girlfriend, because why is she riding around in government jets and planes and all of this stuff, and you took her on a date on a government plane, and that is not what you're supposed to do. That's a girlfriend. That's not your wife. That is not, like, you know what I'm saying? Who? And then not another thing, he said she's been threatened and all of this stuff. So they was like, well, show us some evidence that she was threatened. We still have yet to see that. Just like with these boats that they blew up, it's been like, what, 2021? Show us the evidence that they had drugs on these boats. And then you double tapped on one of them. Where is the evidence? Show us at least a bag of fentanyl.
It's
that
at the
you got.
bottom of the ocean.
Trump said it was floating. He said
Nah,
that.
you put holes in
Look,
it,
look,
it
look, he
sinks.
said, look, this how goofy they are. Trump said when they blew it up, all the fentanyl was floating on the ocean and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? Nobody is showing no real life evidence. Come on now. You should have evidence of one pack at least floating. You done blew up all of these, you don't have not one evidence of you, and then they say, show that. He said, I ain't never, man, this motherfucker, these people, they going to jail. They going to jail.
Just
If Trump if Trump still be in, I guess he going to part in cash. Because he loyal, and the other girl, what's her name, Bondi? She going down too. All of them, I don't give a fuck, the Democrats and Republicans. Because mind you, guess what? In some of these Epstein files, they have Republicans and Democrats in these pictures, and some of them is still there. How about that, Lemmy? Some of them is still there. So this is why they trying to hide a lot of this stuff about this Epstein shit. Because
how do I control that?
I don't know how can I control it.
Okay, so how about that, Missy?
Oh no! Listen. I'm trying to. I know that they were so corrupted. Oh
They're all corrupt.
all of right, and they keep putting the
Every
blame.
single one of them.
Yep, and they keep throwing the blame over here, throwing the blame over there. All y'all fucked up. They just need to wipe all of it out. Just get we need new people all around. The people that's like, but that ain't gonna happen. We already know that. But let me fast forward to this lady. This is when they got into.
If you're on SNAP, Medicaid, SSI, or other government assistance, you may qualify for a free phone. Plus,
Because
They never left their primary job.
Plus stuff. So what is the number? You don't have it?
It wasn't just random social media troll. The ICE facilities firebombed, left wing. The Minnesota Catholic school shooting, left wing. The anti-white Charlotte and North Carolina stabbing, left wing. The attempted Utah News State firebombing, left wing. And now, of course, the culmination of this vile trend, a left wing assassination of Charlie Kirk. So don't give me this both sides. If we want to get to unity, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Free speech, yes. Political violence, no. But let's be honest.
Senator Hirano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Patel, just like the rest of the federal government, there have been significant personnel changes at the FBI since President Trump took office. I want to better understand the scope of the turnover and the changes occurring at the FBI. Since January 2025, how many FBI employees have retired, resigned, been fired, or otherwise separated from employment? I need a number.
We'll get you a number.
What is the number? You don't have it?
Not off the top of my head, and I want to get you the right number.
Would it surprise you to know that it's probably in the thousands, like 5,000?
I don't think that number's
Well,
accurate.
you don't know. Next question. How many special agents or analysts have left or been fired from the FBI since January 20th, 2025?
Say, we will get you the numbers, and anyone that retires is of their own volition, and anyone that is terminated at the FBI, as I've said before, is done so because they have failed to meet the standards and uphold their loyalty and oath to the
Yeah, so
Constitution.
you say. Next question. How many executive assistant directors, or special agents in charge have left or been fired from the FBI since January 20th, 2025?
Again, people leaving on their own accord or terminations were done by the standards set at the FBI that have been carried out
With this question, I'm getting
consistently.
to the leadership of the FBI, and you don't have that answer. Next question. Which field office, division, or directorate has lost the most personnel since January 2025? And, do you have the answer to that question?
Yeah, actually, every single field office in the country, including Hawaii, has received a plus up of FBI agents because we're pushing them out to the field.
Okay, so you're telling me that no field office, division, or directorate has lost any personnel since January 20th, 2025? That's your answer?
In Hawaii, there's been a plus up. In every single state that I'm looking at, we have allocated a plus up for field offices across the country so that the FBI can continuing the historic achievements it's done in these last 7 months. When you're talking about firings, you're looking for a media hit and a fundraising clip, and I'm not going to give it to you.
Why she was laughing at him? Because my whole thing is, right, do they get like a pre-op package, like a pre-questions, the questions that I'm gonna be asked so you can be ready? You know how like some interviews go and they give you like, all right, these questions that might be asked. So just be ready for these kind of questions. So you won't be looking up there crazy. Or are these questions is just like bam bam out the blue? Do they get like a study guide? Cause he about to be upset. He about to
Oh,
be heated.
I'm over here talking to myself, but yeah, it's called raw journalism. If you give everybody the questions you're going to ask them, that's fluff journalism.
Oh, okay. No, I'm only asking because he pulled up a little piece of paper like he already had his answers already like premeditated. So
That's,
all right,
that was his laundry list.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Cause it's like she was in this. She was like she gonna get up under his skin. They gonna be going at it, and this is what I'm saying. Like this don't look good.
Huh?
Like we shouldn't even be having these arguments. Cause it's like our lives is the ones that's you know what I'm saying matters. Half of these people got money. I mean like we the ones that's gonna suffer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, is this a hoax or what? Because when he pulled up that card or that piece of paper or whatever, I was like, oh, they already knew. Like they probably pre-did this. I mean, like, is this real? Is this really happening? But I know, cause they gonna have a little, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna call it an argument. I'm gonna call it a debate because he cannot answer his questions the right way. All his questions that they ask him, he have to have a excuse for it. You know what I'm saying? And you already know when they say if you giving excuses, then what it is. What is it? A lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even have to have all these excuses and all of this. It is what it is. Like, you know, and
Yeah,
then
I can't say what excuses are.
We're gonna check it. We're gonna look at it. So
It doesn't matter under what basis they left. I just want to know how many have left. And I think your testimony is nobody has left. Next question.
Nope,
Which
that's
field-
not my testimony. You asked it one time, I answered it one time. You didn't get the answer you wanted for your clip,
Next
so you keep
question.
asking it, and I told you I'd get you the numbers, but you can keep asking it.
Which field office, division, or directorate has gained the most personnel since January 2025? You noted that there have been plus ups, so which offices have received these plus ups?
The greatest allocation that I believe was given to California and then Florida.
Where were those offices?
California and Florida.
Thank you. Director Patel, you often refer to FBI agents as cops. All of us, Democrats and Republicans, support the police officers who keep our communities safe. But while our states, cities, counties, and towns employ police officers to protect our community empowered and equipped the FBI to take on, the local police cannot, especially taking on terrorists, hackers, and spies. I'd like to assess how well the FBI is able to handle its specialized missions under your leadership. The FBI is the nation's federal law enforcement agency for investigating and preventing acts of domestic and international terrorism. And yet the executive security and intelligence branches were both forced out at the beginning of the year. Who replaced them in those positions?
Excellent qualified personnel to lead the mission of arresting 23,000 violent criminals this year alone.
The
That's twice
names
as
of
many
the
as
people
before.
who took the places of
I'm not
the-
going to give you any names so you can attack them.
Why not?
So you can attack them. I'm not doing that. The
You're not
people
gonna
sitting
give
in
me the
those
names
seats are
of-
extremely qualified to handle the job. We
You're not
would
gonna
not
give
have
me
the
the names
results.
of
We would-
personnel who
We would
should
not
be
have the
on your-
reduction
Fine,
of violence in the
moving
state
on.
of Hawaii if we did not allocate the
Earlier
resources we
this
did.
year,
see his notes.
FBI counterterrorist special
So y'all seen his notes. So somebody wrote that shit down for him to have just
I
refer to your notes. When they start
I
asking tough
missed it.
questions, you ain't got the answer to it because it ain't on your notes. Huh?
I didn't see it.
Huh?
I did not see
Yeah,
it.
his
I
notes.
did not see it.
Do you see his? Oh, he got a whole little piece of paper on.
I'm over here typing in chat.
Oh, you over there, Rick?
Well, you know, Sweatco said some pretty awesome stuff,
But
but
they
like,
got words on it. It definitely got words on
said some pretty awesome stuff, but
it. Yeah.
7 months. When you're talking about firings, you're looking for a media hit and a fundraising clip, and I'm not going to give it to you.
It doesn't matter under what basis they left. I just want to know how many have left. And I think your testimony is nobody has left. Next question.
Nope. That's
Field-
not my testimony. You asked it one time, I answered it one time. You didn't get the answer you wanted for your clip,
Next
so you keep
question.
asking it, and I told you I'd get you the numbers, but you can keep asking it.
Which field office, division, or directorate has gained the most personnel since January 2025? You noted that there have been plus ups, so which offices have received these plus ups?
The greatest allocation that I believe was given to California and then Florida.
Where were those offices?
California and Florida.
Thank you. Director Patel, you often refer to FBI agents as cops. All of us, Democrats and Republicans, support the police officers who keep our communities safe. But while our states, cities, counties, and towns all employ police officers to protect our communities, Congress has empowered and equipped the FBI to take on missions that local police cannot, especially taking on terrorists, hackers, and spies. I'd like to assess how well the FBI is able to handle its specialized missions under your leadership. The FBI is the nation's lead federal law enforcement agency for investigating and preventing acts of domestic and international terrorism. And yet the executive assistant directors in charge of the FBI's national security and intelligence branches were both forced out at the beginning of the year. Who replaced them in those positions?
Excellent qualified personnel to lead the mission of arresting 23,000 violent criminals this year alone.
Of the
That's twice
names
as many
of the
as
people
before.
who took the places of
I'm not
the-
going to give you any names so you can attack them.
Why not?
So you can attack them. I'm not doing that. The
You're not
people
gonna
sitting
give
in
me the
those seats
names
are
of-
extremely qualified to handle the job.
You're
We
not
would
gonna
not
give
have
me
the
the names
results.
of
We would-
personnel who
we would
should
not
be
have the
on your-
reduction
Right,
of
fine,
violence in the
moving
state
on.
of Hawaii if we did not allocate the
Earlier
resources we
this
did.
year,
You see him?
FBI counterterrorist special agents and investigators were
You saw the notes?
Uh,
You ain't even listening.
that piece
reassigned
of
to
paper.
assist with immigration enforcement. Reportedly,
Yeah, but did you see the notes? He had it turned the wrong way, right? So what I'm saying to you, well, I
It's
ain't
just
never
a
saying
piece
to
of
you.
paper. I mean, maybe he holds it for being nervous.
But he got the notes on there, right? But he wasn't supposed to show the words. Because anybody with a good ass computer can just like whoop and all of that. But we ain't got that. But what I'm saying is, why is he so nervous? Why is he shooken up? He supposed to be ready for this kind of shit.
Because
This is what goes on.
that dude's like on meth or something.
Stop saying that.
What? Look at his eyes.
Oh shit, they is big as a bitch. They bigger than the classes. Stop.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? We gotta believe
Hey,
that
look.
guy?
Stop.
Bug-Eye McGee?
No, but you for real, no. I mean, and I was thinking that, all right, when I seen him on another one, and he was all jittery and stuff, and I was like, something is off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to believe that. But that's I said the same shit, but I didn't want to believe it. I was trying to think that, you know what I'm saying, everything kosher. But okay, now I got another opinion. So, okay, yes, I thought I was the only one.
No, that dude's like a little,
A little off in so many words and so many ways. And
yeah.
and first I was like, maybe because he under pressure. But he was like that, and then he was looking like the other way. Like, it was just crazy. It was just crazy.
Pressure don't give you those spooky eyes.
But you know, I
I
tried to
mean,
watch.
he can't be like, I was born with those eyes.
But you know what? I be trying to look at body language, you know what I'm saying? Because body language is like how you can tell kind of like a person attitude, the kind of person you know what I'm saying? I be trying to
Yeah.
read people, and I was thinking the same thing, so I know I ain't crazy. Cause then I was like, nah, he a FBI, you know what I'm saying? But it don't matter these days. A lot of people do substance.
Oh, you know how many cops are doing, things that they find in people's cars?
Hold on, did you see the cop that OD'd?
Which one?
It was one just not too long ago. I just seen it yesterday. He OD'd while he was going to going to a stop. He went to the people's house and fucking OD'd. And then there was another one that was in a crack house. And I was like, what the fuck is you doing? The police came and they're like, what? He was like, nah, I'm just trying to see what's going on. I'm doing, I was like, yo, I be watching a lot of craziness. I'm trying to
Well, a friend of mine's wife got pulled over last night around 8 p.m. For a stolen car, and she was pulled out of the car, at gunpoint and everything. And I went to the police department today to find out if it was, a flock camera or if it was a stupid cop, misreading a license plate or something.
Yes, it is, Swacko.
So,
So what happened? Is she okay? Everything okay?
Yeah, yeah, but the police department told me that the case is currently open because somebody was arrested. But when I talked to my friend, his wife and his kid, neither one of them were arrested. The car didn't get searched. They were let go. So maybe maybe they caught the car thief later
Oh,
on, and that's what they gave me. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
it's like everything. Everybody is fucked up right now. Everybody is corrupt right now.
Yeah,
Like even the police, even man, I don't even trust.
even the
I
police,
don't even trust my dog.
even
Look,
even the police.
look, I don't even trust my dog. The fuck?
The police are the
No, the
you know
police been corrupted. Way like
they are the front arm of the law of the government. You got the city council and the mayor and the governors and the senators and all that,
I
and the
mean, but not.
police are out there to just keep you in line so that the rest of them can rule you.
Yeah, but our police ain't fucked up. It's just a
Yes, they
lot of
are.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm gonna come there and I'm gonna record them.
I believe you. You can record those. They don't do shit.
Can I visit you?
Yeah, but look, what I'm gonna tell you like this: these police up here don't do shit, so they can't even be corrupt. People just do what the fuck they want. How the fuck we had a whole 20 people OD and the police be right there every day and still there every
If
day or
I
twice?
if I go there and record the police, they will react like dumbasses.
I don't know. I ain't never recorded the police, but I'm gonna tell you like this.
Does anybody record the police out there?
Fuck yeah.
And what happens?
Nothing. But most of the time it be like, you know, like black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But I'll go out there with you. But what I'm saying to you is these motherfuckers sit there and let our police don't really do shit. I'ma just say that. Period. Point blank. Ain't no way you sitting on a corner and 20 plus people fucking OD in your face, or you know what I'm saying, they relive them and all of that stuff, and none of this shouldn't have happened. And guess what? It's two programs on that same strip. They sit there every day. People don't even like catching it. It's called Pennsylvania and North Avenue. This is where they be at all day long. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even with with my son and his situation, when I called the police on him, they ain't do shit. I had to call the supervisor. You understand what I'm saying? And the supervisor had to come out and supervise and did what he had to do and blase blase for my son. You feel what I'm saying? These police don't do shit. Nothing. Not a motherfucking thing. They get paid. They like security.
Well,
That's it.
they're not there to assist you. They're not there to help you.
They not there to do nothing. Observe and report. That's what it's given. That's what it's given to me. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck, man, man, oh Lord, I don't even know what else to say. But the only thing I know, they don't do shit. They sit across the street, down the street from my house. All the drug boys be down there. Even though they sell weed, it doesn't matter. They make them move or something. You don't. People don't even want to go to the store down the street to get a little odds and ends. If you want to go get a soda, you gotta go way up the street, or you know what I'm saying. Somebody, you don't want to be Oh, we got this, we got that, da da da, woo woo. Everybody don't smoke weed. Everybody don't smoke weed. Like, stop walking up to me. So I just stopped going down there. So it's going to make the little stores lose money because people don't want to get ramped up on about can you buy some drugs? The fuck? That's not cool. That's no. Like they sitting there because a couple years ago um they shut up the whole corner. It was like 6 people got shot, one person died, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they come through and just sit there. They don't do shit. Just sit there. What is the purpose? And that's what they do where the people then OD and then they OD'd again. And they did run up in the house where they did that was another good story too. Where they found all the what is the fentanyl and all of that stuff and da 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 boop boop boop. But again, they locked them up. But all right, somebody else can get another bad bitch. Like, come on now, it's bad. I just tried to. I go to work and come the fuck home and mind my goddamn business. That's all I could do. But it's terrible. It's just terrible.
These counterterrorism experts were returned to the jobs they trained for
I
in late
got
January
Iran.
after Iran threatened to retaliate for our strikes on their nuclear facilities. Have those experts remained in the jobs they trained for since that time? Yes or no?
FBI agents' primary responsibility is exactly what they are assigned to do. We always work with our
So since they
interagency part.
returned to their positions,
If you're not
are
going to
they
let me
still in
answer,
those
why don't you
positions?
just do your soliloquy in the 4.5 minutes
No.
you
I
have
am
left?
not asking for a soliloquy. It's just a yes or no. Are those people who are returned to their jobs still on those jobs? Yes or no?
They never left.
What was that?
They never left their primary job. It is a surge of resources in law enforcement working with the interagency to combat violent crime and reduce
They were
violent
never,
crime in
okay, they were never
historic
reassigned to do immigration.
proportions.
That's your testimony. Okay, Director Patel, the FBI is also the lead federal agency for investigating cyber attacks and
Yes.
cyber intrusions, both by foreign nation states and by non-state hacker groups. Since President Trump's inauguration, the executive assistant director and
All right, let me audit you. I'll see you the next time.
charge of the criminal and cyber branch and the head of the FBI cyber division have both left the FBI. What are the names of the people who replace them in those positions?
The cyber branch is one of the most impressive at the FBI. 409 arrests this year, 169 convictions. That's a 42% increase from the same time last year.
It's that
So
branch,
any
Mr.
suggestion that
Paul.
the FBI cyber division is not operating at full capacity and better than ever before, the leadership at the branch is implementing these.
The problem is he pushing out all these numbers. The problem is it's no evidence of this stuff. He pushing out all these numbers and what they did and this, that, and the third and da 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 boo boo boo, but there is no evidence of it.
Changes necessary to attack the cyber and ransomware infrastructure operators
You
for
know
Iran,
why
China,
they're
and
important? I
Russia.
want to know who has those positions, since the people who originally were there,
Supremely
Are no longer
qualified
there.
individuals have those positions.
are they?
Supremely qualified
Who
individuals.
are they? What are the names?
You're not
You
getting
don't
them.
know. Special agents who investigate cybercrime were also reassigned for immigration enforcement. Have those expert investigators returned to their duties? Yes or no?
All agents remained on their primary duties while surging to allocate resources for interagency operations to the Homeland Security task forces across this country.
So are you,
Am I what?
see, I'm not getting the
She wanted to say, are you high? Like, because none of this stuff that he's saying have no legitimate evidence to it. It don't hold nothing. Just like Trump. Oh, food prices went down. Gas prices went down. Rent went down. Where? obviously not know where they live. Or maybe that's probably where they live, but it didn't go down here. And that's why she is like, like, are you for real? Are you for real? Like, ah.
Yeah, yes or no answers. I get all this explanation. So there you go.
No, you get the work that
Are
the men
you
and women of the
planning
FBI are doing. You
any
don't want that.
additional personnel cuts to the cyber division in the future?
The only people that will be terminated at the
Right,
FBI will be those
that's
that
what
violate their oath of
yes,
office, fail to meet the high
yes.
standards at the FBI.
Trump trained him good. Trump trained him real good because he throwing out all of this stuff, but it's no evidence of all of this stuff.
旧日本海軍で活躍した有名な艦艇は
And that's what I was saying. You just throwing
Director
out all of this information, throwing out all these, spewing all these lies, trying to make it seem like you did something beautiful or wonderful for us or the Americans, and you ain't did shit. You just saying stuff. Now these people do their homework. That's why she laughing at it. It's like, like, boy, for real, you must be. And then she stopped, cause she probably was ready to say, you must be high or drunk. Are you fucking serious? Boy, nigga, stop lying. She laughing at him. He been trained by Trump. He had to be. All right, baby.
Tell the FBI is meant to be the tip of the spear in combating terrorism against the United States from both foreign and domestic sources. It's also our lead agency in fighting the hackers who target our businesses and critical infrastructure. But instead of a specialized role fighting these kinds of terrorists, hackers, and spies, you have the FBI playing the role of local police and helping with immigration enforcement. I'm going to move on to my, you've been asked some questions about changes to your hiring standard, and including college degrees and possibly the age. But, one question I had is, that you are now requiring applicants to be able to do a certain kind of pull-ups, which a lot of women cannot because of physiological differences. Are you requiring these kinds of pull-ups?
We are requiring a physical program at BFTC at Quantico because FBI agents carrying guns in the field have to chase down bad guys and do really hard work. The physical fitness standards of those agents
So are
being
you requiring
appropriately
these
assessed.
kinds of pull-ups?
We are requiring everybody to pass the 1811 standards at BFTC. If you want to chase down a bad guy
Excuse me,
and put
the
him in
reason I
handcuffs, you
asked-
better be able to do a pull-up.
The reason I ask is that there are concerns about whether or not being able to do these kinds of harsh pull-ups is really required of FBI agents.
Doing one
Anyway,
pull-up
Mr.
is not
Patel,
harsh,
I
and there are
am
always
gravely
medical
concerned.
exemptions to that.
I'm gravely concerned by the state of the FBI under your control. And in fact, you are willing to take a cut in your agency of almost $500 million. So the FBI is losing dedicated employees, decades of expertise and specialization, leading to loss to early retirements, firings, and reassignments to immigration enforcement or conducting local police work. Thousands have already left. For as long as you remain as the head of the FBI, I fear the number of departures and summary firings will continue to grow. Mr. Patel, before the vote on your nomination of this committee, I noted that your most significant qualification, this is not just something that I noted, but others, your most significant qualification was your 100% loyalty to President Trump. And I fear that that continues to be the motivating factor in your position as FBI Director. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mayor, Mr. Chairman.
Director Patel, did you have
Yes.
anything you wanted to say now?
That is an entire falsehood. You can delete my 16 years of government service to multiple administrations all you want. The fact is that I was a public defender. I was a national security prosecutor. I was a House intelligence staffer. I was a deputy director of intelligence. I was a chief of staff to the Department of Defense and the Secretary of Defense. I led the counterterrorism missions for the White House. Those are just some of the jobs I held in my 16-year career. There was no loyalty then. There's no loyalty now to anything but the Constitution.
Senator Brett.
Yes. Well, before I begin, I want to thank Senator.
And he forgot to say that he was a podcaster for like 2 years. And he used to jump from different podcasters' channels. He was a podcaster. And he was kind of against Trump before he even got in there. But I don't know how he managed to get in there and Trump didn't do his background, because if you look at a lot of his podcasters back in the day, he was like, if he get in there, he gonna definitely pull all the files, because he know Trump was wrong and he know allegedly different things and da-da-da, boop, boop, boop. So for him to get up here and just be on Trump's side, because that's the main reason why they voted him in there, because they thought that he was going to be about the business with a lot of cocaine.
Her own note for what she said, acknowledging that there are physical differences between men and women, talking about that women wouldn't be able to do as many pull-ups, and I think that she was making a case here that there should be different standards. There's a thing called Title IX, and this is why we continue to say we should have biological men and men's sports and biological women and women's sports. And so I look forward to utilizing that to talk to all of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle. Maybe they will stand with us in helping us protect women's sports. I think she made a great argument there for it. Moving on to today, Director Patel, thank you for being here. Thank you for your commitment to making sure that America is safe again. Thank you for doing that.
Reagan in his ass for real. Let's go. Because she only going like
Mar-a-Lago classified.
And lie about certain shit
You mentioned earlier.
that he
I lost 110 pounds. You couldn't tell at all because of my excess skin. So Nobella changed that.
Introducing the new
Earlier, 60% down and
Classified the documents at issue in the Mar-a-Lago classified document case.
And that is why I took your invitation to work with the department and the court to have that transcript released. And the transcript.
So you're saying right now this committee can have access to what you said before the grand jury?
To whatever was released. Under my understanding, Senator, that the Department of Justice.
You and I both
released.
understand the law. Let me finish.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit rec to capture high-quality audio and video, all from the comfort of, well, anywhere. Even if the only camera you have is on your phone. With Riverside, you'll still look like a pro. The equipment doesn't matter. You'll get a professional-looking podcast using anything you already have at home. When it comes to editing, it's truly idiot-proof. Even with zero experience, you can create content like an experienced editor using Riverside's AI tools and intuitive editing features. Get transcriptions automatically and use them to edit just like a doc, or use the chapter timeline, which makes it easier to skim and scan. Ready to share? It's okay if you don't have an audience yet. Everyone needs to start somewhere.
I understand under Rule 6 of the Federal Rules of Procedure, a grand jury witness, in this case you, is not barred from sharing their grand jury testimony. This is an oversight hearing. This is germane to your integrity and credibility. You know right now whether or not you testified that President Trump declassified the documents at issue in the Mar-a-Lago classified documents case. Why are you refusing to answer that simple yes or no question right now?
Because the premise of your question is inaccurate, and
There is no premise to my question, but trying to get to an order of what is truth or not.
How do you know how do you know what was asked in the grand jury if you weren't there?
Mr. President, this is a mockery you're making of this hearing and simple questions.
It's a simple question. If you have
Mr.
a
Patel,
transcript,
during
you can
your
read the question,
nomination
but you don't have
hearing,
it.
you promised that, quote, all FBI employees
will be protected against political retribution. When I ask you, are you aware of any plans or discussions to punish in any way, including termination, FBI agents or personnel associated with the Trump administration, you explicitly said under oath that you were not aware of any plans to punish FBI agents associated with criminal investigations of Donald Trump. I don't believe you were truthful. Firing FBI employees based solely on the cases that they are investigating, their case assignments, is illegal, and you know that. A new lawsuit that's been discussed numerous times, filed by 3 FBI officials, alleges that you carried out Donald Trump's campaign of retribution, in quotes, against FBI employees for, quote, failure to demonstrate sufficient political loyalty. One of those plaintiffs has been discussed today, Brian Driscoll. Now, we know 20 years of distinguished service to the FBI before you terminated him. Special agent in charge of FBI's Newark field office, where he operated with distinction. Medal of Valor winner, Shield of Bravery awards. He's a patriot. You terminated Driscoll via a letter dated October 8th, 2025. And in that letter, you said that you were firing him pursuant to Article 2 of the Constitution. Well, you're not the President of the United States. And so I'm wondering under what authority you were allowed to terminate him.
That matter is under litigation, and I'm not able to discuss it.
Okay.
So obviously he must be going to court about that, because how you gonna fire somebody and you not even legally you cannot fire nobody. What are you doing, sir? That is the question that's under litigation. Like, because why would you fire that man? So now he can come back to work, or y'all gonna have to pay him out or something. Who wanna come back to a hostile environment? Because that's what it is. If you're not with Trump allegedly, and you're not doing what he wants you to do, then guess what? You gotta go. And see, Trump gonna throw him under the bus, because at the end of the day, he probably got that order from Trump, not thinking that later on that's gonna come and bite him in the ass. Because I'm gonna do this, don't nobody know but me, him, and Trump, or da-da-da. So now, he's thrown under the bus because you just did something illegally. That is not your job. These people is going rogue, like they just doing whatever they want to. They having a party in the White House. They just doing them. And don't nobody give a fuck about nothing that's going on, because we doing us. They doing too much. For real. Dang. They getting their rocks off. Having a beautiful time. This is insane.
Well, discuss this. Did you have discussions with Stephen Miller about firing this particular person, or about his continuance in the FBI?
Not that I recall.
How often do you speak to Stephen Miller?
Most of y'all don't even realize this, but you never really own that car. The banks got the title.
Frequently on our Homeland Security task forces.
You frequently talk with Stephen Miller about subjects other than Homeland Security task force issues, correct?
I frequently talk to Mr. Miller about Homeland Security task forces.
Has Stephen Miller ever given you his opinions on how to run your agency?
Mr. Miller's interagency operations are invaluable to the FBI. That's what we talk about.
So you frequently discuss your job and your responsibilities with Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi, I imagine, as well.
Absolutely. She's the Attorney General.
Understood. Okay. Donald Trump promised to make us all safer. You have pushed out senior FBI agents with decades of knowledge and experience. In fact, this is the first time in FBI history that neither the director nor the deputy director have any experience with the FBI. You've shifted the agency's priorities primarily to pursuing Donald Trump's immigration enforcement agenda. According to ICE data, the Cato Institute, which is a conservative think tank, found that 20% of all agents have been diverted from their work to assist ICE immigration enforcement. 20%. Part of this operation is the work of mass law enforcement who jump out of cars, snatch people off streets at churches, schools, and their jobs and hospitals. Have there been any FBI agents who investigate crimes against children that have been assigned to immigration enforcement, yes or no?
The premise of what you say is entirely
Have there been
false.
any FBI agents who investigate
no.
foreign domestic terrorism?
You don't get to say the America is not safer under this
I am
leadership.
not saying
America
that.
is
You're
safer
making
because of the work of the
presumption-
FBI.
You're making
are
a presumption
doing.
of premise.
4,700 children.
Sir,
we have
you
seized 6,000 weapons and
you are not
23,000 violent
denying
felons have
that
been
FBI
arrested.
agents who investigate human trafficking have been reassigned to immigration enforcement. You are not denying that FBI.
He still ain't trying to answer the question. He wanna again. We haven't seen none of Cash evidence. Cash keep on saying what he did, but we never seen no evidence. Like literally paperwork. He's spewing it out his mouth, but where is the evidence? We got hella kids missing every day, all day. Every day you go online is what kids did they?
FBI agents who are on the task force that fight against Russian oligarchs have not been reassigned. Public Corrections Squad reassigned. People who defend us, defend children reassigned. You're not denying that. I've seen you
FBI
time and
agents
time
don't
again
get reassigned.
attack my colleagues' premises of questions as a way to not answer the question. So let me end with this. I believe you have made our country weaker and less safe. I believe that we are more vulnerable to a major event, and I pray to God it doesn't happen. You've gutted the Bureau of Institutional Knowledge and Expertise. You fired or pushed out seasoned FBI officials, many with more than 20 years of experience, and were working on cases that were critical. You've been purging thousands of serious law enforcement officials who spent their careers keeping us safe, only to lower hiring standards in order to find anyone to replace them. And shockingly, you admitted in this hearing to Senator Coons that it would take 14 years to fill the vacancies at your agency. Many are the result of your purge. 20% of FBI agents are doing low-level immigration.
So earlier into Cash's testimony, he was saying like they gonna hire all these FBI new ones. Agents, and basically they don't have to have no college history or no college background. And I was like, wow. He said long as they know how to get in the street. I'm trying to allegedly, and this is not verbatim his words, but he was like he wanna get like younger people that can be able to go out there and basically get involved with the community and stuff like that, and they can get intel and stuff like that, but they don't have to be they don't have to go to college, and that's what because they wanna. It's so many different positions. Like they fire all them people, and a lot of them people, like you said, they were seasoned. Meaning they were like older, they was like vets. They was vets in that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? They done worked in the FBI for 20s and 10, 15, you know what I mean, years. And you gonna get rid of them. But allegedly, that's my opinion, he only got rid of them because they was going after Trump. Everybody that was going after Trump and trying to help the investigation before Trump got out the last time, when Biden won, a lot of them people still there. Well, they was still there, and they got rid of all of them. Terrible. That's terrible. They got rid of all of them. Flat out, like, got rid of all of them. So, it's just crazy. It's just fucked up because first of all, how did he get the information? Because even if you put in anonymous claim about a co-worker or about even the head. You know, it's supposed to be anonymous. How did these people get their information and know who they were? And not only that, they leaked out people emails and all of that shit. So, oh, this shit is just crazy. It's wild. It's corrupt. You know, that's my main thing. It's corrupt. We gotta shit like to this shit because this is our world. As we know
enforcement instead of their mission critical work. You've disbanded entire task forces that stop election interference, foreign influence, public corruption. And who benefits from this? Well, corrupt people benefit from it. Criminals benefit from it. Vladimir Putin benefits from it. And it really makes me wonder who you're looking out for. It makes me think we can't trust you as a nation. You swear to release the Epstein files, but now you're withholding the Epstein files. You claim that you have a suspect in a serious assassination. Whoops, then you don't have a suspect. You know nothing about plans to remove FBI agents, yet you're directly involved in those plans. In the words of an ex-FBI official, you are overseeing, and I quote, generational destruction of the nation's premier law enforcement agency. Mr. Patel, in just 8 months, you have assaulted the institutional integrity of the FBI. But I know FBI field agents. I've worked with them in Newark. No matter how truly bad you are, you can't undermine the legacy of agents who fight every day to keep us safe, but you can tarnish the integrity of the agency and undermine the agency's capacity. I believe you're failing as a leader, and that your failure does have serious implications for the safety and security of Americans and our families. We're more vulnerable to domestic and foreign attack because of your failures of leadership. I don't think you're fit to hand the bureau, but here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. He will cut you loose. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this. I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes,
at this
sir.
point?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Woo. So now he gotta have a now he gotta have a comeback. He gotta have a comeback. He feel as though he got shitted on. So he gotta have a comeback because his comeback gotta be, you know what I mean? But these are our leaders, you know, our government officials for now. Because I believe that change is going to come.
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is my
I follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to
There
address
should be a
your
unifying-
falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to the
you
division
want
in this
to
country.
not take
Senator,
responsibility
my time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making
time
a
is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
you
time
told-
is.
Senator-
You can't lecture me.
You can tell me
Sir,
my
you
time's
have-
over?
You may be the charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going anywhere.
but I am not afraid of you. sir.
Chairman,
I'm not afraid of you.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Senator Booker, I announced at the beginning of this meeting that this back and forth talking over each other doesn't work. And I said, if that happened, I asked Patel.
That did take it back. That took it back. Girl. What the hell?
Not to respond, and
What the hell? And then Girl, they got Mr. Grassley right here. Girl, he sound like he about to just like fall over at any time. He been there for like 60 years. So he played his part. He definitely played his part. Look at the lady behind him. She clutching her pearls. She clutching her pearls like, oh my God, did he have the strength to do this? Yo, I can't.
I was going to give him some time after the senator's time was up to respond, and he has the privilege to do that uninterrupted.
Mr.
So
Chairman, one point of order.
Go ahead, Mr.
I've
Patel.
watched him talk over us, and you've never once criticized him for us not even being able to get our questions out.
Well,
he has been rude and disrespectful to senator after senator.
And when the senators were
Why they done that? He's like, that is not funny. Like, no. It's time for him to just let it go. Set it down. You did your thing, Chairman. You did your thing. You rocked out. You get out while you can. Yo. Come on, for real. She's still clutching her pearls. And then she looked up like, what the hell?
were not giving him a chance to answer, I didn't stop the senator either. Go ahead, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the FBI, under my 7-month leadership, were failing this administration in this country, why do we have 23,000 violent felons arrested this year alone? A double increase.
He can't even get it right. Excuse me. Where the paperwork? Where is this at? Oh my goodness. Something else I was about to say. I was about to say something else.
From that time last year. Why is it that we have seized 6,000 weapons? Why have we found 1,500 child predators and arrested them? Why have we 300 human traffickers in jail? Why have we found and identified 4,700 children? Why have we seized 1,600 kilograms of fentanyl, enough to kill a third of the American public, a 25% increase alone from last year? 88,000 kilograms of cocaine seized, 1,700 kilograms of meth seized, and that's just on our criminal operations in summer heat. How is it possible that we're taking 8 kilograms off the...
From where? From where? They keep on giving us these numbers, but nobody is seeing the evidence. Nobody is seeing. Man, come on, yo. You took that much of drugs, then we should, ain't nobody should be high right now up here. In the world, period. All these pounds and thousands of pounds. Yo. Where's it at? Where's the evidence? Everything is on the paper. Everything he reading is on the paper. Somebody gave him some stuff to say. Or he wrote that shit up himself. But it ain't true. Show the evidence. You the FBI, where's the evidence room? Where is the evidence where y'all keep all the evidence? Okay. Where is that? Where is that? Keep talking about what you did. Let's see. And oh man, they know they lying.
Streets of the cities in New Jersey and
Allegedly.
preventing the deaths of 607,000 people this year alone, a failure of the FBI and my leadership. How is it that we have counterintelligence arrests already this year exceeding the numbers from the entirety of last year? 33% increase in PRC, 83% in Russia, 60% in the CI space as it relates to Iran, and we haven't even talked about CT, the southern border, the northern border.
before Senator Cruz, I kind of feel like a broken record today. All this interest in FBI termination, yet my colleagues showed no intent or interest in when my whistleblower suffered retaliation over the past years, particularly the past 4 years. Indeed, one whistleblower has alleged that Brian Driscoll's insubordination, whether an agent is on a hot button case or not, they ought to be held accountable for misconduct and weaponization. Senator Cruz.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, I have to say, it used to be that to see theater, you had to go to the Kennedy Center. Now, apparently, you need only go to the Senate Judiciary Committee and see our Senate Democrats berating the director of the FBI, which, okay, it's not, partisan politics is not new in the United States Congress. But what is remarkable is what Senator Booker was berating Director Patel about.
The truth is, there are official programs that can lower your car insurance premium to just $38 a month, but only if you're 50 or older. Yep.
He wasn't berating him for failing to do his job, but rather he was furious for successfully doing his job. For 4 years, the Democrats under Joe Biden had an open border that undermined the safety of everyone into this country to invade this country, and every single murdered women were assaulted by violent criminals that Democrats released. Now, Director Patel, I found Senator Booker's questioning really bizarre. He asked you, have you reassigned FBI agents from human trafficking to immigration issues? Director Patel, are the Mexican cartels that are bringing people illegally into this country engaged in human trafficking?
Yes, sir.
What the hell does it mean to someone human trafficking to immigration? The greatest human trafficking in the world has been over the last 4 years at our southern border. It is modern day slavery that the Democrats still defend. They still do border. Mr. Patel, he also said, did you reassign FBI agents from protecting children to immigration? How many children have you found that were victimized by the open borders of the previous administration?
4,700.
4,700. And yet, oddly, I don't hear a Democrat here saying, God.
So where is the evidence? And where is our children? Oh, I forgot. They was just immigrants. But let's worry about our children here that is missing here. They need to be found here. We still missing a lot of children here. And I still don't believe 4,700. They must have been immigrants' kids that supposed to went home with their mothers when they started immigrating people or taking them back to where they came from. But we got kids missing here and now. Like right now. How about finding them? They always putting all their energy in somewhere else, but not in their own home. You have to clean your own home before you be clean out somebody else's. So let's take care of the Americans first, and then you worry about the other countries.
Thanks for protecting those kids.
35% increase year to date last year.
All right, I want to shift topics. And I want to shift topics to what happened last week. Charlie assassinated. He was assassinated because of his political views. We're living.
I'm not gonna get into that. I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. We're not gonna get into Charlie Kirk right now. That's a whole another different subject to look at. But yeah, I'm not getting into Charlie right now. But yeah, y'all, what y'all think? How y'all feeling? Everybody okay? Is everybody okay? Uh-oh. Sorry. No. Yes. Alright, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I miss you guys. And I thank y'all for coming through. I really appreciate it. For the replay game, just make sure y'all hit that like button. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm feeling bad about the way everything going on with our economy, with our government. I really feel some type of way. So I'll probably come back with more stuff about what's going on because we're not talking about it enough. Everybody's talking about everything else. Nobody's talking about what's going on with our world. Yes, hit the like button. And I'll talk to y'all real soon. About to get up out of here.